Hey, what's happening, you guys? How y'all doing? Happy Sunday. I mean Sunday, not Saturday. What is going on, you guys? We're gonna do some little bit of Sunday afternoon cartoons. Wop, it's good to see you. Slater Days Gaming. If you have any questions at all in regards to restreaming, please, by all means, you can ask away, and I'll try to answer. I'll actually try to pay attention to chat today as well. Mr. Simey, Action Jeans, good to see you. Mr. Simey, it's really good to see you. Let's see who else. Schnordo, what's going on, man? How you doing? Bamsy Moi, Vaco, Gargus Nair, Sugar Lumps, Priscilla. Nice finally catching a live stream, and let me stutter my way through this. How the hell are you? John Doe 76, good to see you. Honey Banani, Toby Hall. In that video you posted, did you die from sickness or from running into the tree? I don't know. I guess it depends on how you look at it. I think I died from sickness. Actually, I died from doing both. I think, because what I didn't show, and I should have been a little bit better at showing this, was that I was at terminal damage. And so like when I realized that I had to get away really quick, I mean, hindsight's a bitch, but you know, when I realized that I had to get away really quick, I figured that I would jump over the fence, and I just got unlucky. I tripped over the fence, which caused me to bleed, and I don't know whether the bleeding killed me, the sickness killed me, or the tree, running into the tree killed me. It was like a perfect storm. I couldn't even get mad at it. You know what I'm saying? C3B, it's good to see you. I'm going to try not to die today. We are going to just jump right in. I'm doing this. Is going to be a kind of a short stream, probably about 2 hours. I got family stuff I'm going to do today, but I figured since I didn't show up yesterday that I owed you guys one. Hey man, recently found your channel. Got to say I'm surprised you don't have triple the subscriber count. You're awesome. Keep up the good work. Hey, Simply Gaming, I appreciate it. Thank you. We'll get there. We'll get there. It's just YouTube is such it's like a learned process, you know? I mean, you learn things. Like, for instance, I don't know if I kind of mentioned this in my Discord, but recorded content is the way that you build subscriber base. Streams are like for the community. I've just figured that out. It's taken me like 3 years to get it through my thick skull that, you know, that trying to do a stream only on YouTube is going to be damn near impossible. Now, there are unicorns out there. There are exceptions to the rule to everything. But for the most part, I'm not the exception to the rule. I'm going to concede that. But there are exceptions to the rule. And I think that once you get to a certain level where you have a larger viewership, they can kind of push you in the algorithm, then it changes things. But I'm not there yet. You know what I mean? Me and my little 15,000 subs, you know? Half the people watching haven't hit thumbs up yet. Well, you know, we'll give them, they're like, well, we don't know if we're going to like this fella. This old fella sitting here trying to play a video game. You know, we're gonna wait for a second and see if it actually works, and then maybe we might think about doing the thumbs up, or maybe we just might do the thumbs down, or maybe we just won't do anything at all. And we'll just leave. Ambiguous told you that ages ago. Well, yeah, he continues to, you know, and I believe him. You believe me, but the problem is, Ian, is that I enjoy streaming so much that it's like, I mean, you got to understand, streaming is a lot different than editing, right? You got to come up with a good idea or a decent idea. You got to string it all together, and a lot of times you got to script. You know, a lot of people are like, you know what, I'll just wing it. But winging it on a recorded video just isn't the same as scripting it out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, you know, with like people like Rob, he has a beginning, middle, and end. This is what I'm gonna do for this stream or for this video. I'm going to get there this way, and this is how it ends. You know what I mean? And he has like a story that goes all the way through. And so the really top YouTube content creators, they figured that out. And I kind of know it, but you know, honestly, Ian, I mean, the problem is that I just enjoy streaming so much, you know? Oh, but I've gotten it through. My last three, you know what? I'll show you. I'll demonstrate, okay? I'm going to show you the difference, and then we'll jump into this game. I know that people that are probably watching this VOD are like, come on, man. What are you doing? Come on, man. I'm gonna show you the difference real quick so you can kind of you guys can see it for yourself between, and the reason why I've like kind of cut down my streaming content a little bit so I can focus on my recorded content more. I'm glad that Triple G isn't here yet. All right, here we go. These are my my videos that are edited content. As you can see, this one was just posted like probably 2 hours ago. 2,500. We got 22,000. This was done a couple days ago. 25,000. That was done a few days ago. 34,000. That was done about a week, maybe a week and a half ago. 7,900, which was done about a week and a half ago. 32,000 and 12,000. All of those have been done. I started this. What was this? This was on August 30th. That's when I decided to do content, right? So I go to the live stuff, right? The live stuff, which is right here. As you can see, the views are a lot lower. 1,440, 1,600, 22,000, 2,096. You know, so you see the difference.
Crypt Keeper filling in for Drunk today?
Crypt Keeper, what? Are you reading when you are making your videos? Sometimes I am. Sometimes I just wing it, but most of the time I'm just doing this. And as you can see right here, this is a TubeBuddy thing. It shows like the amount of views in the last like 60 minutes versus 48 hours versus 7 days. All of this right here actually shows you the effects. So, and I could go and show you the effects of the actual the subs, the sub growth. It's just like it's crazy. But anyway, let's just get to the gaming. I probably shouldn't be doing this. I could go on and on forever, and everybody would be like, "What's that?" So sometimes I'm reading when I'm making videos. Yeah, sometimes I am. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I wing it. I've found something that works for me. Where's Taunt's Ghost Guy when you need him? I know, right? Gaunt's would be like really freaking out. Would be rattling off old man talking about old man things, turkey neck, etc. I know, right? He would. The big streamers do their stream and then pay someone else to edit it into bite-sized content for the daily algorithm views. Yeah, so some of them do, especially the reacts people. I watch a lot of Asmongold and whatnot. Oh, shit. Forgot. This is part of me building that one of the videos that I was doing. In the wrong place. We'll go over here. What's up, Kiku? How you doing? Loki Prode. It's good. Old Bones. Meslap. Let's load up. Load up. There we go. Edited content equals more views. It does. Yeah, still learning. It's later days. There's a lot to learn. I mean, like, the benefit, like, I mean, I wish I could make it. I don't know if you guys do Twitter, but I tweet every once in a while. You can always follow me over there. But I've been trying to make a tweet to convey what I've learned in the last month. And it's like I've tried, and then I'm like, it turns into a long thread. And then I'm like, it's not good enough. And then I just delete it. But I mean, really, honestly, like people that are trying to go over from Twitch to YouTube, from live streaming into this, what I've learned in this past month has been that you got to do the benefits of going to YouTube, right? If you're just starting on YouTube, you want to do edited content. You want to build your subscriber base up. Don't even focus on live streaming. I probably shouldn't be focusing on live streaming now. I should probably be waiting until like much higher, right? But focus. Here we go.
Old man talking about old man things.
Thank you, Triple G. Where the hell have you been, man? All right, cool. It's 15:30. This is our character right here. Honey Banani. Akuna. Akuna Batata. 596 zombies killed, 8 days and 6 hours. We're surviving. We're not thriving yet. High thirst, slow healer, prone to illness. We're a smoker, weak stomach, slow reader, out of food, all outdoorsman, stout, keen hearing, herbalist, and a gymnast. We are a builder we're using the 10 years later professions mod. And yeah, so that's that. Here's our skills right here. As you can see, our short blind is scooting on up, and that's because we have a pretty nice little buff on that with 125%. We've also found a couple machetes, so our short blade has been going up, or our long blade has been going up a little bit. And then our carpentry as well. I'm going to jump out here and show you where we are. So this is our little humble abode. Last time we went looking for a saw. Today what we're going to do is we're going to go and start to chop down these trees. All these trees, we're going to be tree killers today. We are going to kill lots of trees, and then we're going to saw them up into little parts like a butcher. And then we're going to build ourselves a mansion. That's going to rival old man's mansion. Well, right now we're just going to read because reading is fun.
Mr. Syme super chatted $2. Ready for Fat Finger Sunday.
Ready for Fat Finger Sunday. What is this? Ammunition Magazine. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it.
Simply Gaming super chatted $1.99. What's your longest surviving character?
Everybody asks me that, and I'm going to tell you that usually what happens is I get bored, right? Like my longest recorded character was probably, I want to say 8 months. KPK could tell you better how long it was, but it was a while, and it actually, we didn't actually die in that one. It just went to a corrupted file and it ended. Usually what happens is that I get to a point where I'm bored, and so I always try to up the ante. We're playing with extremely rare, a ridiculously rare loot this time. Super high zombie count. We're not doing insane because insane is just kind of like a trick. Might do a vanilla mod run coming up pretty quick, and see how that goes with insane, or do the 4x4x4, Twitch streamer. I got something to prove, kind of a thing. Maybe the next run, but this run probably isn't going to end unless, of course, we die in other ways. Do we have any books?
Old man speak for I got careless and ate a poisonous mushroom.
That was a terrible one. That was one of my deaths that I wasn't really proud of. I've died a lot. We're gonna read a little carpentry. I'm gonna catch up with you guys. Abba, it's good to see you. Shalom, Drunk and Drunkonlife family members. How the hell are you?
Toxic Male Gamer super chatted $5. Hey Drunk.
Hey, what's up, Toxic Male Gamer? How you doing? Did I miss you?
Simply Gaming super chatted $1.99. Just don't sleep around dead bodies this time.
My goodness. Thank you so much for the super chat, y'all. I appreciate it. It is crazy. Yeah, maybe I won't. Nothing to see here. I'm just lurking. What's up, Salim? How you doing? Lurk away, my friend. Yeah, one of the things that I've learned Simply Gaming, while I'm reading this, I might as well just kind of like go into one of my old man tangents, right? One of the things that I've learned is that the difference between Twitch and YouTube, right? Twitch culture among streamers, they're like, we got to stream a lot. We got to stream like 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, to get good, and to do the thing. The problem is that you burn out real quick, right? You spend a lot of time, and it's not healthy for you either. I mean, you're sitting in a chair for 12 hours. Even if you're like a young buck, like 20 years old or something, that's gonna suck. That's gonna suck the life right out of you, man. But really, I mean, that's what Twitch culture is about. It's about like who can outlast other ones. That's why you have XQC.
Still hasn't learned that he needs a haircut.
I'm getting a haircut this week, I think. Yeah, so so people like XQC that stream like 14 hours, 15 hours a week. But see, if you think about it, though, think about this. If all of a sudden, if you have no YouTube presence, right? If all of a sudden Twitch just disappeared, if they disappeared, where would majority of these streamers be? They would literally disappear overnight. All your work would be gone. And you could argue that YouTube is the same way, but I'm going to argue right back at you that YouTube's probably not going to go anywhere anytime soon compared to Twitch. Apples to apples, YouTube has a profitable business, Twitch doesn't.
Good God, someone bring up keto, please.
I'm not on keto anymore, man. I've lost my interest in keto. So the difference is that with YouTube, it's a better life work balance, and I think that's the important thing, right? If you can get up the subscribership and the viewership on YouTube, you stand a better chance of like number one, it's bigger, but I mean, really, honestly, the biggest deal is that you can that your work-life balance changes, because suddenly streaming, as Rob, aka Ambiguous Amphibian, has told me countless number of times, is extra. It's considered extra. Although he's changed his mind a little bit, and I haven't picked his brain about it, but he's changed his mind a little bit. But it's streaming is kind of extra. Everything else is what you do to build your stuff.
Vaco super chatted $1.96. Just get a streaming wig.
Oh, I got a streaming wig. Hold on. What's up, y'all? There we go. Wouldn't call your latest edited video a dumbest way to die. It was pretty dumb. Here we go. How you guys doing over there? I'm just sitting here reading my carpentry and my Corvette. Mm-hmm. There we go. There we go. You asked for it. You got it. What's up, Fountain Pop Junkie? Hey, hey, hey. Well. How the hell are you? This is the look I've always wanted to go with my entire life.
It's Drunk's sister cousin with emphysema.
My sister cousin with emphysema. We'll speed through this. I need to sleep. Hopefully there aren't any zombies around that will come up and sneak up on me and bite me through this window. Man, this book is taking forever to read. All right, that's good enough. Let's go ahead and sleep. Thought you were gonna put cat ears on.
Mr. Syme super chatted $2. Thought you were going to put cat ears on. Smiley face.
I just watched Atomic Duck's video on the new update. He mentioned basements. I know, right? That's coming. I don't know when it's coming, but it's coming. It's pretty amazing, right? This is kind of itchy. Oh, you know what, guys? I got some new headphones, too. Fancy smancy headphones, yo. I've been meaning to get them because the other headphones... Let's get something to eat. The other headphones that I have are like really were like peeling, and so like I'd come out of streaming and my wife would be like looking at me really grotesque because apparently it would have like I'd have black stuff on them. There we go. Come on out. Where have you been all my life? Are there any other zombies around here? Do we have a hatchet? Yeah, we can go ahead and start chopping trees down. Let's go ahead and do it.
Mobucks 555 super chatted $2. You have Shemp's hair from Three Stooges.
What's up, Mobucks? How you doing? Yeah, so the basements thing. One of the things that I think is really interesting. I mean, the thing that got lost in the in translation as far as that new update was concerned, in my opinion, was the lighting. Because if they can, if they improve the lighting, it will truly make things a whole hell of a lot creepier than what they actually are now. It can make it really turn it into like quite the fright. But yeah, basements are coming. One of the things that they said is the basements will not be included. So like they'll actually have like RNG, where every time that you start a new game, basements will be random. You know, that's one of the things that they're working on. But that's in build 42, and that's gonna be a while, man. I mean, when the developers admit to something taking a long time, you know it's going to be a long time. Where's my water? Are we out of water? Surely I have some water somewhere around here, right? We got a cooking pot with water. We'll go ahead and grab this water bottle for right now. I probably need some food too. Let's Go ahead and open this can of peas. Create ourselves a little stew. Wonderful. I feel like we should have... Oh, wait a minute. There's more food over here, isn't there? Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. A little canned sardines. A little canned potato. A little canned corned beef. Probably do that twice. Or not. We'll hold off. Ah, hellfire. Well, that's gonna suck. Get a little food. What's up, Forrest Barker? How you doing? Louisville sewers with light coming from grates would be really creepy. You know, I think there's water in the car trunk. Okay, thank you, Dumpling Badger. I appreciate it. The animal husbandry stuff looks really good. Excited about the genetics. Yeah, I'm actually going to do a video sometime next week. That's my next video. My next big video edited content, because I'm doing Build 42, what we now know, and I'm just basically, you know, grabbing all the information that I can find that the developers have spoken of for these different things, the crafting, the animals, the NPCs, and kind of like putting them all together into like a little, I guess, a narrative or something, you know. So that's going to be the next thing I'm working on. I'm actually about, I don't know, a page into that script. But I got a lot of work to do that. I'll probably start working on that. Try to finish it up on Tuesday and drop it on Wednesday. That's my next big one. One of the things that I want to do as far as edited content, because there's other games that I like, I want to revisit all the other zombie games that I've done and actually try my hand at some edited stuff there too. Crafting animals sounds weird, I know, right? Confused Beard? That was weird too when I heard it. Build 42 is going to be so epic if they finally manage what they want to do. Pregnator, what's happening, man? Yeah, it's going to be pretty. It's going to be pretty cool. Definitely cool. Smoking in the boys' room. Teacher, don't you feel me? Up with your rules. 'Cause everybody knows that smoking ain't allowed in school. Yeah, so we're going to build today and probably tomorrow. I want to build a little hovel right here. But it's going to be better than old man stuff because we're not going to have a bunch of shit laying around. Partially because we're at level 5 already. We'll probably actually be able to build us like something that actually has like a roof and stuff pretty quick. Come on, baby. Yeah, I'm excited for Build 42, but I hope they don't rush anything. If there's one thing I've learned from the PZ devs is they don't rush anything. There's a lot of hand wringing that goes on of whether they're making the right decisions or not. I mean, I've been with them through from build 39 up, and every time they've had a build, you know that there's been a lot of hand wringing. Like they're not sure. Like even multiplayer this past year, there was like when they decided to do it, they actually decided to do it on a whim, which is really, really surprising considering. Yeah, let's go ahead and eat this. Where are we at right now? We're hungry. We'll be full to bursting here, and I'm gonna go ahead and put out this fire as well, and then we'll get to building. Now that we found a saw. Where is my saw? I do have a saw, right? There it is. Yeah, the build they call unstable already more stable than 99% of other games' new versions. I know, right? The first years in PZ was slow as like one update every 2 or 3 years. Boy, did they get hosed for that, dude. Well, you know, they had like a lot of problems. It wasn't just that, right? It was they had their code stolen, so they had to start everything from scratch there. Which, you know, for a lot of developers, that would have been like it would have been just over. They would have been like, fuck this, I'm out. I don't want to do this anymore. You know, but they kind of like, you know, hung in there and just kind of did what they needed to do, you know. But and you know, over time they've been able to increase the amount of developers they have because they're making more money, you know. So as long as the money train is there, Indie Stone's going to continue going forward with it. Hopefully they'll be able to finish it though. Did I grab my nails? Really need to get organized here. All right, so we're gonna build down here, just so I can like actually like fish in relative peace and harmony. We'll go ahead and do that first. For all those early access games getting hate for taking too long, I haven't seen as much hate for Indie Stone comparatively. Well, a lot of it, like, okay, so Indie Stone has like it's like the perfect storm for indie development, right? Number one, they have like a really robust, they have a really robust modding community, which is like pretty much unheard of, right? In the modding community, like, I mean, literally, it's kind of like RimWorld, right? Where you can actually like play the game however you want to, which is pretty amazing. You know what I mean? And then they also have like they have a huge community, and the game itself lends itself to a lot of replayability. So just like RimWorld, so it's kind of like a perfect storm for them, you know. That's 2, 4, 6 nails right now. I'm going to have to keep count on my nails because we're going to run out of nails pretty quick. Have you opened the box of nails that was in the trunk? I just did. Oh, yes, I got wooden nails. I forgot about that. Thank you, Vaco. So nails won't be a problem. I take that back. For those of you that don't know, I'm playing with several primitive survival mods, and one of the mods allows for you to create nails. But you're absolutely right. Hagen Petty, come on in. Take your shoes off. Get comfortable, baby. We're just getting started. One step closer to internet fame and fortune. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. If you have any questions at all about this game, by all means, ask. We have a great community here that will do better than me in answering them, first of all. But nonetheless, you'll get your answers. Raycrafted! Rating with a party of 16. Thank you very much for the raid. I appreciate it. I wish that there was a way. Well, let me see if I can do this. I think they got rid of, if I'm not mistaken, and I might be mistaken here. Let's see if I can do a shout out for you. There you go. There we go. Anybody that hasn't followed Recrafted, she plays a lot of like Project Zomboid. You play a lot of games actually, because I kind of lurk here and there. But I, for the sake of my audience, she's really into. She plays a lot of Project Zomboid. How the hell are you? It's been a long time, hasn't it? A hot minute. I didn't know if I was going to be able to do it or not, to be honest with you. Well, I watch the YouTube streams and video now. I watch you on Twitch. Sweet. Oh, very nice. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the support, by the way. I really do. Whether you're on Twitch or YouTube, it doesn't really matter. I appreciate it. It has been. I'm good. Thank you. I hope you're well. I'm doing very well. Just doing like a little like Sunday morning cartoons kind of a thing. You know what I'm saying? Sorthan. One step closer to fame, fortune, and whatever. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Come on in, take your shoes off, and get comfortable, baby. We're just chopping wood and taking names, and got all this forest. We are going to do all sorts of stuff here. Sawing logs, making wood nails, eking out our existence. For those of you guys that are just joining us, this is a honey banani akuna. Akuna patata, honey banani. Who happens to be bald, but hopefully we'll get some hair on her eventually. I don't know. I kind of like the bald look. It makes her look angry and mean and mysterious at the same time. She's a high thirst, slow healer, prone to illness, smoker. We're weak stomach. We're a slow reader. We got Ida Food, which is part of Snake's mod. Outdoorsman. We're a stout little bugger. We can hear a lot. We hear things. We're an herbalist, and we're a gymnast. So that's Honey Banani. That's our character. We've been alive for 9 days. We have 597 zombies killed. We're right on the outskirts of Westpoint. We started making a mockery out of Westpoint. When she showed up, she started like kicking ass and taking names, like like any woman action figure would do. She is an action figure, by the way. Don't know if I said that or not. Just got to make it clear. She knows how to kick some ass. More importantly, she knows how to build a wall frame, and that's what we need. We need more carpentry, women doing carpentry. That'll be a little doorway right there. Do you have the Westpoint expansion? I don't. I didn't do that at all. Keep up the good work. Looking forward to Build 42. Me too, my friend. Me too. Thank you very much. Well, this is going to take a hot minute, ain't it? Sawing up those logs. One of my favorite mods is dynamic trait. It's hard to play without it. Yeah, that's like the one where you can like be a smoker and then suddenly you're not, right? Which makes sense. It makes sense in the broad spectrum, but I don't have it. I probably should grab it. I don't know. People make fun of me because I play with so many modded playthroughs, and they're like, "Yeah, but you would suck. You would really suck drunk if you were playing like vanilla mods because you got an unfair advantage with all these things and everything." Which what I tell them. I tell them, well, you know what? Maybe I'll play modded. Maybe I'll play a vanilla playthrough sometime just to prove you wrong, and maybe I'll do it on insane zombie populations, and maybe we'll just crush it. But really, in my head, what I'm really thinking is this person needs to eat a bag of dicks. That's what I'm really thinking. But I don't want to say that because I don't want to isolate people, make people feel all weird and stuff. That's what I'm thinking. Perfect. Got ourselves a little hidey-ho here. And we got better walls already than old man. What's up, John Sagan? Ian knows I'm just joking. I don't really mean that. But I do think it's funny. Let's cut down this tree, too. Well, it isn't like you just said it out loud. I know, right? Well, yeah. Yeah, there's no right or wrong way. But, really, honestly, I mean, I've been playing this game for a long time, you know. So I gotta say that there are a lot of things that I would hope that and that I think a lot of the mods that I play with, I think are going to eventually make it into the game. One of the more interesting things is they just recently, like in this latest update that they gave in this Thursdoid, they mentioned that they're doing not ridiculously rare loot, but exceptionally rare loot or something like that. TDS, come on in. Take your shoes off. Get comfortable, baby. Now, y'all, this week, I'm probably going to... I've heard through the grapevine that Manor Lords... I don't know if you've heard of that game yet or not. It's like a city-building game with some RTS strategy stuff going on. And I think that that's coming out as a demo sometime this week, and I'm really excited about it. So one of these days that I'm not playing Project Zomboid... One of these days I won't be playing Project Zomboid, but I hope to see you guys all there to check out this new game. Manor Lords, I think, is going to be a riot if they get it right. Now, I don't know how big the development team is, so I don't know exactly how right it would, and I could be just walking into something that's just going to be complete shit, but I don't think so. I think the premise is going to be really good, and I know that there's a couple streamer friends of mine that are super excited about it as well. What the fuck have I done now? No, you haven't done anything, Ian. I was just talking about like people like saying that I couldn't that I couldn't possibly survive as long on vanilla. Part of it is like, you know, part of the thing that I'd like to do, the reason why I might do a vanilla playthrough, and see that here's the issue. Okay, so I have like one of the issues that I would have, like I would love to like I don't know if you saw, but Royale with Cheese and another guy, I can't remember his name, Rural Storage, I think, Storage or something like that. They both have like eclipsed, like they're claiming that they've killed the most zombies that they've in all of zombie, like as far as content creators are concerned. They've claimed that they've been able to kill more than anybody else. And so part of me wants to go ahead, and this is on vanilla, so part of me wants to go and do vanilla so to take up that challenge. But another part of me says, don't do it, man, because, you know, in order for me to kill like 150,000 zombies, I'd literally have to stream for the entire year. And is it really worth it? You know what I'm saying? Is it really worth it in the long haul? I don't think it is. Because honestly, I think that it's better to, I mean, it would take a good year and a half for me to kill that many zombies, and that's all I'd be able to do. Like, we wouldn't be able to do fancy smancy houses and stuff. You know what I mean? I would just go all in and what am I doing? Yeah, those guys get in the fights. I know, right? They do. They take it very seriously. That's for sure. Me, not so much. That's weird. I can't do this one. To say I'm depressed would be the understatement. Do we have any cigarettes? We have one cigarette. I'm going to smoke it. I just want to be able to build a hobbit hole in a multi-layered terrain in PZ. Well, that's coming. I mean, when they do basements, it should be interesting. Now, and we have like you can do it with a basement mod too if you ever want to just do basements. I'm probably gonna just bust through this stupid axe. Hope I have another one. I think Drunk can kill 100k zombies in a 25 episodes. I don't know, man. I'd have to like go full on. I don't know if I could do it in 25 3-hour streams. What would that be? 75 hours? I don't know if I could. I mean, that's a lot of zombies. I mean, you figure, how many would that be a day? It'd be something ridiculous. God, that'd be so many zombies. Was it like 2,000 zombies a day or something? I'd have to do nothing but see, I mean, the thing about like vanilla, even with extremely rare loot, it's really not that hard to find weapons. So, you know, and especially if you do something like spears where, you know, once you get your maintenance up to like level 3, it is no problem at all killing the amount of zombies that you want to kill. There we go. Oh, we're moving now. We're moving pretty fast. That's good. Cycling.
Amias Carvalho subscribed to the channel.
Amias, thank you so much for this sub. Moving us one step closer to internet fame, fortune, and glory, as well as 20K, baby. Cycling. We're moving right on.
Some guy subscribed to the channel.
Some guy, get your ass in here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You guys can take your shoes off, get comfortable. We've been on for about 41 minutes. We're going to be here for probably a couple hours. We got 4 hours left. Let's go ahead and light this fire. I think I'm going to light it with this, though. We have a notched wooden plank. Go ahead and stick this tainted water in here. Tainted water. Whoa, oh, oh. Who did I miss? I just missed somebody. Blitzkrieg, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and stick this in here. Once you get the notch plank in the... did I get a plank? Sturdy stick. Once you do that, you can click on here, and you should be able to light your fire, but it doesn't look like it's going to allow me to do it. I wonder if it's because I have... I'll go ahead and equip this in primary and see what happens. Weird. You can usually with a plank in a a notched wooden plank, you can actually do it. I think it's because I have a lighter though. I think that's the reason. Go ahead and add this plank in there. Not the other stuff. Ooh, I just about stepped into that fire, didn't I? This isn't going to give us much. I think it does like 2 at a time. Yeah, it's not going to do much at all, but that's all right. Simply Gaming 1997. 1997 was a great year, by the way. Thanks for the follower. Do I have my book in here already, or did I move it already? Cycling. Jesus, man, there's a lot of...
playing games. Subscribe to the channel.
Mark Eyes Playing Games. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Where is our carpentry book? Fuck, man, it's always someplace that it doesn't need to be. It's up here. There it is. I'm gonna read this for another hour. We'll continue building. That's gonna be the project for today, is to build. Once we get built, we'll start to think about going back into Westpoint and maybe picking up a couple doors or whatever. We need some hinges. We need some doorknobs, all that stuff. Maybe we can get to level 6 carpentry and kind of move on from there. You know what I'm saying? Narf Relic, come on down, baby. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Let's see. I'm not paying attention to this. So while I'm reading, I'll go ahead and start doing this. Wolfbub, can you explain to me how a lowercase W is a W and then an uppercase is a double V? Wow, that is a deep question. 6,000 zombies per stream is possible, but it'd be dull as hell. Yes, Vaco. That'd be the problem. And so you figure that many 6,000 zombies per stream. It'd be like 2,000 zombies per hour. And that'd just be me just standing around killing zombies all day. That's what it would be. It'd be very boring. Maybe they'll add some other digging tools. 84 watching, 56 likes. If you guys haven't already thumbs up this video, please do. It helps the channel. It indeed it does. And yeah, and all that. And watch all my videos, damn it. Oh, that's doable. It'd be extremely tedious. That's like Drunk's daily stream with 16 times pop turned on. Yeah, that's what it would probably end up having to be. Honestly, if you can survive long enough to dig your own basement, you've won the apocalypse, right? Yeah, I'm too exerted, blah, blah, blah. I don't really care. I'm okay. It's not like we have like a lot of zombies around us anyway. Where it's 3 days of nonstop of clearing one single building and not finding a thing you're looking for. Yeah, the only difference is I'd be playing with an extremely rare loot rather than ridiculously rare loot. So that would be the benefit of it. I would be able to find weapons. You know, and then you die with one whiff. That's all it takes, right? In this world. YouTube is taking forever to process my latest video. My internet is so shot. Sounds terrible, man. Do you think they'll bring this to consoles? I don't know, Hagen. Maybe. Maybe in the future. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I wouldn't. You know, I mean, this game's been in development for so long. You would think that eventually they'd have a step for that. You know, especially if it gets any bigger. You know, because they'd want to extrapolate as much cash. But the problem with is I don't know if I don't.
Kyle Kircher subscribed to the channel.
Kyle, come on down, baby. Thank you very much. The problem with consoles with controllers. I don't know how many of you guys play with controllers on here. I'm just curious. Is there anybody that plays with controllers? Project Zomboid. Now I've heard that some people play with controllers to move, but they use their keyboard for other things. But anybody that's 100% a controller player, I just would like to hear your thing, because I would think that would be the problem. It's kind of like porting RimWorld onto consoles, which they just recently did. It'd make it different. You can play PC on a luau emulator, but I haven't figured out how to do it. Usually axes are the way to go if aiming for one-hit kills. Long blunt for long haul because of crowbars. I honestly think Any Stone will take it to console at some point, but it's not their vision at the moment. Yeah, they're just trying to make it better. You know what I mean? I mean, their vision is to make this the best zombie simulation game out there. Actually, I think they have already achieved that personally. But I mean, you know, I'm a homer. I think that they have the best zombie simulation game as far as like sandbox is concerned, right? But what they're really trying to do, and I mentioned this, I talked about this in my Build 42 update with NPCs. What they're really trying to do is they're trying to make this the best simulation game ever, the best. You know, as far as like sandbox is concerned, and I think that they're going to get there. I do. I feel real confident, provided that the team stays intact and they're able to continue doing what they do. Let's drop some of this stuff. Go ahead and eat all of this. You feeling like I'm hearing stuff. It's already the best simulation game ever, in my opinion. There you go. Another homer, right? What's up, Captain Oz? Personally, I would find it difficult to be switching from K&M to controller all the time. Yeah. Well, I don't think they do the mouse. I think they do the keyboard. I think that's how they're doing it. But I you know, once again, I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up. We'll have to cook some water here in a second. And we'll stick her right here. Right in the fire. Yeah, Zomboid is the best zombie game, period, at least in terms of, you know, it's funny, I mentioned that in one of my I I think it was the Build 42 update when I was my edited video, right? And I had a number of people go, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't think that, you know, they can make that claim, you know, and they threw out some stuff, but it's just different, you know? I mean, like, as far as like realism is concerned, it's not as gamified as a lot of these games, you know what I mean? Like, you can't say that 7 Days to Die is, because 7 Days to Die is pretty much like a tower defense game. That's basically what it is with zombies, right? This is actually like a simulation game. You can't really say it with State of Decay. As good as that game is, Hellfire. As good as that game is, you're not gonna be able to say it with that because it's more arcadey, you know, than this game. Well, shit. Curious if I have a I might be out of I am. Well, Hellfire, let's I guess we'll be foraging for a second. The focus will be stones. What do I spy here with my eye? A sturdy stick. I say my opinion that Zomboid is the best simulation game regardless of zombies prove me wrong. Here we go. Found myself a stone. We might be better off like just searching for stones all day, right? I mean, this might work out better for us anyway. There might be zombies up here anyway, so we might be able to find another weapon. It'd be nice if we could find, like, I don't know, like a, I don't know. You're right. I should. Good idea, Mr. Simon. Let's do that. You're absolutely right. Did I hear? I am. And that's the reason why I stream, is so that smarter people than me can say things like that. You are absolutely right. What's up, Cyanide? You get 3 to 4 per disassemble. That's nice. Oh, I just accidentally restarted it. Oops. But we could actually maybe, not only that, we can actually build a well. A well would be nice, right? For some fresh water. Wow, crazy. I think we already have read the well magazine, I believe. How many stones do we got? I wonder. Let's see if we can build a, go ahead and build a well. That would be sweet as fuck. Now this might. I'm gonna try. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, but we're gonna at least give it a shot.
Pedro Bake subscribe to the channel.
Pedro, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well on this Sunday morning or afternoon, depending on I guess where you're at. What do I need? I guess, did I not read that book? Did we did find that book, right? Let's take a look.
Simply Gaming super chatted $1.99. Looks like we have a rocky situation on our hands.
Wonk, wonk. Maybe we didn't find it. We found a basement book. That's what it was.
Simply Gaming super chatted $1.99. Bad joke, I know, lol.
Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it. Both of them. All right, so never mind. I was gonna get all excited there for a second, but I guess the excitement is just quickly gone away. Let's go ahead and rip some of this clothing up so we can make ourselves a couple axes and get busy with it. Nuko, go to the post office and the bookstore in Westpoint, then the schools for the books. We're gonna head there. That's for sure. Maybe we might even find ourselves a bike. Well, shit. I guess I'm gonna have to be a litter bug here. Let's do a couple of them. We'll go half. Halfsies. Oh, it's because I have more in here, right? Yeah, that's what it is. I was like, why am I getting more than I actually have? Or find a skateboard. Oh wait, that will kill you. There we go. Chipstone for days, baby. Shazam! Ah, hell, here comes the rain again. This big old tree right here looks like it needs to be cut down too. I cut you down, tree! Hey, KPK, you missed the unveiling of, someone was asking me to get my hair cut, and then they said that I needed a wig, and you know what that meant. You know what I decided to do? Had to pull out the good old mullet. Everybody to see, and all this grandiose. Damn it. I'm gonna have broken stone axes all over the place. Where was I? Well, John Sagan, you just missed it then. I might pull it out again sometime. It just means you gotta stay tuned, you know? It's very important to stay tuned to all the comings and goings, because you never know what I'm gonna do. hellfire. We're just gonna do like one more, and then we'll start to saw more. The goal is to get this all up today, and then maybe tomorrow head back down there. I've had 2 mullets in my life. Well, you know what's crazy, Hagen Petty, and this is gonna be this is terrible. But I remember when mullets were cool. Fuck. I fought the tree and the tree won. I fought the tree and the tree won. I'm not going to let this tree get me down. Never know what you'll miss out. Hey, everybody, Drunk has a twin, and I missed out on that too. Well, you look go for your age. I know, right? Thank you very much. I'm sure you meant good for my age. Thank you. That did damn autocorrect, you know? Yeah, I remember when, fun fact, who brought, I'm obviously, I don't know if this is a fact, but I'm going to call it a fact because it's when I remembered it. When mullets became a thing, it was Bono from U2. That's the first time I noticed that. They were wearing, back then, the cool thing was the mullet, right? You had the mullet, the business in the front, party in the back, Kentucky waterfalls, Tennessee top coat, all that stuff. Top hat, rather. You had all that stuff. And the other thing that was cool at that time, well, there were a couple things that were cool. That were really cringe now. But they had bolos. Do you guys know what a bolo is? I'm just kind of curious if you youngins know what a bolo is. It's like a Texas tie. It's basically a piece of string with something in the middle of it, and you put it on. Well, a lot of the alternative, the college people, all decided that was going to be a cool look with their mullet and their bolo and their peg jeans. Did anybody remember peg jeans? Will that ever come back? I don't know. Everybody pegged their jeans. It didn't matter what it was.
Put your mullet wig back on backwards.
I don't know whether you're asking me to do that because I don't know if you're trying to make a statement there. What are you trying to say, man? Because I can take that one of two ways. I can take that because you're just trying to be funny, or I can take that you're trying to hide my face. My beautiful face. The face that it will eventually make me millions of dollars and make me an internet celebrity around the world. I want to see you look like Cousin It. Oh, that's hilarious. All right. We're almost there. We'll just keep building this frame out. Get the extra points here. Where am I at skill-wise? Look at that. Yeah, we'll be there in no time. 2, 4. Then I can just burn that book. All you got to do to get rich is hide your face. Thanks, John Sagan. I appreciate that. That's the reason why I stream, is so I can get like all sorts of affirming comments like that. It makes me feel good. Thank you, baby. It's all I gotta say is it's hard to look so good and have such a good voice, you know. I mean, it's one of those things. It's a crying shame that God could give someone both things at the same time, you know. Crying shame. Oh my God.
Your head is relatively normal shaped. Hooray.
I'm gonna argue that it's not normally shaped. I didn't know this at the time because you don't know. You don't know until you shave your head bald whether you have a normal shaped head or not. You know, I mean, because you think about it, your dome, when you're born, you have to, like, unless you've been, like, cut out of your mother's womb, you got to go through a very narrow space. And I mean, you might be small, but that little narrow space is a lot smaller. So you wind up with like a cone head or something. A lot of kids do, right? And you end up with dents in your head and all sorts of weird stuff. So way back in the day, I had like really super long hair, right? Like all the same length. It was about down to the middle of my back. Some people would argue that it was at my butt, but I don't really see that it was. And I'd just broken up with my band, right? The band that I was in. And I was kind of depressed, and like you would expect for somebody that like was hanging their hopes on becoming rock and roll famous, and when it's not working out, it's almost like a breakup, right? Like breaking up with a girl or something. And so to demonstrate my unhappiness, I decided that I was going to get my hair cut. And not only was it
Andy Priest subscribed to the channel.
Andy Priest, welcome, my friend. Hope you're doing very well this fabulous Sunday.
Moni subscribed to the channel.
Moni, come on in as well. Moving us one step closer to internet fame, fortune, and glory, and 20K. Where was I at? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, about my time being a rock and roll wannabe. So I was really depressed, and I did what any person with super long hair and in a shade of depression would do. I went to my hairdresser, and I told her to chop off all my hair. And she was like, "You want me to cut it short?" And I was like, "No, I want you to cut me bald. I want you to just do it. Just do it. This is a new change in my life. I need change in my life because I'm going through stuff, and this is a way for me to express my unhappiness." And so, like the hairdresser, first of all, because my hair is so beautiful, it was like auburn, like I used to get old ladies that would be like, "Man, I wish I had your hair color." All sorts of stuff, and it was wavy too, right? So it was this beautiful mane. I mean, I'm not even joking. It was quite the sight, quite the spectacle. Of course, my hairdresser got so upset, like at first she said she wouldn't do it, and I insisted. I was like, "Well, if you don't do it, I'll get your friend over there, Ferdinand, to do it. I don't really care. I just need to change." And so she started doing it, starting to shave my dome. And somewhere between here and there, she stopped shaving it. So my hair was like only a quarter of the way shaved, and proceeded to go into the other room and bawl crying because she was cutting off such beautiful hair. Little did I know, she came back and she did the deed. She finished it off. Right, I was as bald as I was when I first came into this world. Just a bald head, coming from like hair all the way down the middle. And I had two things not going for me at that point. I already knew that my nose was big, right? Because I have an Italian nose, so I knew that was gonna my bald head was gonna accentuate my big nose. That was the one problem, right? But then I noticed. When I looked at my head afterwards, my bald head, which I hadn't seen before ever because I'd always had hair on my head, that I had like a little bit of a dent up here. It was not perfect. And that's when I realized that I had made a big mistake.
Maybe she was crying. BC, you have a face on the back of your head?
But anyway, yeah. So that's it. That long ass story was about me. I guess I could have just told you guys I have a dent in my head, but I had to color it up a little bit. Picture of it, or it did not happen. I don't even know if I have any pictures of me with long hair. Does that mean that didn't exist? Is that what you're saying? My ex chopped off half her hair when we broke up. I know it's a statement. It's a statement. It's like a one of those weird things. Like, I can't do anything else. I don't have any control over anything else in my life right now. But I do have control over my hair, and I can cut it off. I was bald. I couldn't wait for my hair to grow back. I had that dent in my head, my big nose. That's all they could see was like a bald head and a big ass nose. That's where your mom dropped me. Probably so. Why do I hear a zombie? I just know one's gonna sneak up on me. I look safe. See, it's already looking better than what my other domicile had. I need to get a haircut myself. I feel like a homeless lesbian. I don't even know. I can't even picture that. I don't even know what that means. But it sounds pretty bad, I guess. Why do I have such a... Oh, I get this. Oh, I'm out of... Am I out of... I am.
Drunk's hair makes him also look like a homeless lesbian.
There you go. There you go, Confused Beard. We could like hang out together and both look like homeless lesbians, whatever that means. Man, I must have a lot of stuff in my pocket. I'm gonna drink this drink. You got some stuff on you? You can be homeless together, right? Living down by the river. Now you just need a van. I know, right? All the stones you're carrying as well. Yeah, I'm going to drop these stones. The stones really aren't that big of a deal. I don't think they're as big of a deal as you think. Yeah, 2.4, but I'm in the, you get is it a 30% weight reduction? We'll drop them. See what happens. Well, drop me down. I'll cut down this tree real good. Drunk will be homeless if his wife catches him in that wig. I know, right? Well, she already saw it. She was like, "Oh my God!" I embarrass her. Just because, I don't give a fuck kind of a thing. Me and my wife are like we're a little bit opposites, which we complement each other, right? I'm really laid back about stuff. Like I just don't. Nothing really bothers me, right? I mean, obviously, you guys probably know this, but those of you that have been around me for as long as you have, I don't really give two fucks about much. You know what I mean? I really don't. As far as like what people say, what people think, how they react to me, all that junk, I just don't care. Go ahead and make some wooden nails here. She worries too much about what people think. You know what I mean? To the point where like if she's leaving like a I don't know, making an email, writing an email back for something at work, she'll like stop me and be like, "Well, what do you think about this? Am I saying this right?" You know what I mean? Like, is this the right way that I should say it? And I'm just like, just send the fucking email, man. It's not that big of a deal. They'll figure it out. You know what I mean? Things like if I say the wrong word, I don't really care, but she would. You know what I mean? Like, it's embarrassing to her, just the way she was brought up. So we compliment each other on those two things. But yeah, it's some of the things that I do on stream. She's just like, "Why did you say that? What's wrong with you? Did you really just blurt that out? You got to be really careful. You're embarrassing yourself, man. I'm just telling you." Like, embarrassment? Embarrassment's my middle name, man. I don't care. My wife and I are the same. She's a very I don't care, while I also care too much what people think. So it works out real well. You know what I mean? You have a gaming mouse or just a regular one? I have a gaming mouse. It is a GeForce, and this was actually given to me. Like I can't even remember. I'm gonna be embarrassed if it's somebody here. But I can't even remember.
Miss Drunk, please make Leo get a haircut this week.
She's been on me. And, you know, ironically enough, Triple G, I always mention your name whenever she says it's time to get a haircut. She's like, well, at least it doesn't look like a mullet now. It's not growing like a mullet. It looks like it's starting to grow all the same length. That's what she's saying. I can't remember, but somebody gifted it to me. They mailed it to me. Probably a couple years ago. Very, very nice of them. Up to that point, I just had a regular plain old mouse. But now I'm all fancy and stuff. I got a gaming keyboard with that has like shiny lights and stuff. There we go. Music to my ears, baby. We don't need that carpentry book anymore. Maybe I should rest for a second, huh? I can catch up with you guys. Let's sit right here. You're supposed to embarrass each other. It makes us laugh at remembering the times when we embarrass each other, right? I want to mail you a bag of socks. You know what's funny, Triple G? It's funny that you mentioned that. Sistrix, I don't have a mod list. I can go over some of the main mods if you want, but I haven't. I've been too lazy. I've been doing other things. I need to make a Steam list of all my wilderness survival mods for people to gaze at and take a look at and stuff. You could buy a mouse and write it off with his tax returns. That's exactly what I do. In fact, that's what these headphones are. These headphones are like $300 and something. I was like, you know what? It'll be a write-off because I know I'm going to have to pay a bunch of money anyway. May as well pay myself, you know? Didn't want to be annoyed. No worries. I can tell you some of the main mods. The main mods are, we have 10 years later, we have Barricaded World, worst vehicle condition. 10 years later, professions and careers. I have primitive survival, Zaedyn's QOL, quality of life, wilderness mod or whatever. Got insect ingredients. Man, I am tired, aren't I? Oh, I got another plank. That's the problem. Here we go. Lots of fun and interesting stuff. Hellfire. Really? Oh, good thing I got another stone axe. Beautiful. Do you watch The Walking Dead as well? Sebastian, I actually did for a hot minute. We've just recently started rewatching it, like not watching from the beginning, but watching the last season. I got real bored with it because I felt like it was less about zombies and more about it was like watching Days of Our Lives with the occasional zombie, popping up here and there. You know what I mean? They didn't have as much danger, and there was an episode that really changed, that really clarified that for me. It was, I don't know if you watched The Walking Dead. There was an episode where Daryl and Carol, right, were like walking down the road, and then they took two different paths, like a fork in the road, right? I'm sure it was signifying something that the director, something that most people miss, but including myself. But then it switched, right? And Daryl was like riding off into the sunset in his motorcycle, and he was his motorcycle broke down, so he had to find stuff. And Carol went back, and she realized that she wasn't that important in her colony, and so she was trying to find something to make her feel important, and so she was doing all sorts of stuff, and the whole episode was just basically them like figuring stuff out with an occasional zombie like interruption that was like they're like okay. Like there was this one part where Daryl like completely like avoids all the zombies so he can get this one zombie, you know? And so like there just wasn't as much, it's just not as, I guess, tense. It doesn't have as much much drama aside from whatever drama that the community can lend itself. And that's just not enough for me, you know? Like in the beginning, The Walking Dead was pretty good. Didn't help that I've read the comics too, you know, so I kind of know what's going to happen. One more. Well, this done. The newest series of the Walking Dead universe called Tales of the Walking Dead is quite good. If you haven't seen it, you should. Check it out. You know, I watched a little bit of it. I watched the first episode and I thought it was okay. And I think I tried to watch the one of the episodes with the where they're on a boat or something, and I kind of got bored with it. But I mean, you know, it's a lot of it's just a matter of like, as far as like me and TV watching, a lot of it is what my mood is at the time. You know, so it could just be something like that. Whispers literally make Carol the dumbest character. Yeah, I didn't like that arc either. I thought it was stupid. And you know, really, honestly, in the comic books, that arc is really quick. Well, maybe it's not so quick, but it felt really quick in the comics. We'll have to make ourselves some water, maybe cook a little bit of something, and eat. Finish off this day eating, but we've got this part down. I'm kind of curious where they're gonna finish off at though, because you know, like in the comics, and I'm about to spoil it for you guys. If any of you guys read the comics. I don't need that. I don't need a window. There we go. If any of you guys haven't read the comics, I'm about to spoil it a little bit for you, but Rick actually lives all the way to the end. If you didn't know that. To the very, very end. So he's still alive in the comics and where they are right now. Go ahead and do this right here. Well, I just found another invisible wall at the big lake in Muldrow. Really? I'm watching season 3 at the moment. They just conquered that prison and met some inmates. Back then, it was great. I should read the comics maybe. Sebastian, you can actually get the comics. I don't know if you're in the States or if you're somewhere else, but you can actually buy the comics at on the compendiums for like $30 on Amazon. Water can. That was a weird graphic. Tainted water, whoa, oh, oh. Tainted water, whoa, oh, oh. Man, I am like barely walking here. Hope there's no zombies coming around. Sex thing.
Christopher Klein subscribed to the channel.
Christopher Klein, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Moving us one step closer to internet fame, fortune, and glory. I hope you're doing well on this Sunday. We're just kicking it a little bit here today with a little bit of a little short stream. Doing a little this and a little bit of that. That's all I got. All right, and thanks. Do you have a Discord? I do have a Discord. Let me just throw it. Are the women in the comics as irrational they are as in the TV shows? Just a fella, they're actually a lot more rational in the comic books. They really are. And most of them last. I mean, you got to remember in the comics, Daryl's nowhere to be seen. There's my Discord, by the way. We have a public server as well as a private server. The private server, you got to be a sub. Viking6940, thank you so much for the follower. One step closer to internet fame, fortune, and glory. Appreciate it. If you don't know who I am, if you guys don't know who I am, my name's Drunkonlife, by the way. But yeah, that's really dumb for me to say that because you're on my channel already. There we go. There's my Discord channel. We have a private and public server. There's all the same people that you're seeing here on YouTube and Twitch are going to be in there for the most part. We have a great community. The server's great. I'm actually going to start a new server on our private server for Last Days, which is like it's another server, another group of people, a Norwegian group that actually have come up with this. So it's not, I can't take credit for it. I'm probably going to have to I'm probably going to link their mod list as well as their Discord, just out of fairness. For them, because I do appreciate them like coming up with this thing, but it's going to be a hard as fuck server. What's up, Night Scale? I need to read the comics. The women in the TV seem so irrational. Always annoyed me to see it. I stopped watching it for that reason. There you go. Thank you, Blizzard. I appreciate it. Who is this man? All right. Well, let's continue on and cook our stew. And I guess tomorrow what we'll do is we'll roll into Westpoint. Gotta kick this off on finish this stream off on a good note, right? Some zombie killing and stuff. Yeah, the comics are way better. Now, to be fair about it, he ended it pretty abruptly in the comics, and I was like, to the point where I was like, I don't know about this. Like how it ended, I did not like the ending. He just ended it. He was like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm done with this series. We're finished, you know, and I'm just not, I wasn't a big fan of that. But overall, the comics, pound for pound against the Walking Dead, this TV show, it's just not really well produced. It's good for those of us that like zombie lore and things like that. But as far as like an actual like if it was any other, you could stick you could literally take the scripting that these guys do and stick it on any other TV show and call it something else and take out the zombies and it would fit somehow, some way. You know what I mean? How's Drunky Day Night Scale? I'm doing very well. Thank you very much. Thanks for asking. It's a good Sunday. It's a rare Sunday that I come to stream. Usually, I have Gremlin that's badgering me in my Discord, rather. That he's like, oh yeah, you're not coming on. There's no way you're coming on Sunday. If you take off on Saturday, you're gonna be not here on Sunday too. You're gonna take a 3-day weekend, Mr. Streamer, and I'm not gonna like it at all. It's gonna completely suck. Ooh, it's snowing. Snowing in 64. Is that ash? I don't know. But I proved him wrong. I told him that I was going to be here, and I am. Daryl was the best character in the TV show, and he wasn't even on a comic book. I know, TV did something right casting Norman Reedus. Indeed, he did. You're absolutely right, Shorto. Daryl is probably the best thing. Daryl and Rick, in the early days, it was actually good because, you had... I mean, I get it that Carol was kind of weak. Her character arc has gone from, she was this weak, yes sir kind of lady to she's turned into this super strong woman, right? That was her character arc, and it's if you look at it from season to season, it doesn't make that big of a difference, I guess. But when you look at it from the beginning to the end, it makes no sense. You know, because somebody that's like that's like a weak person, whether they're a weak man or a weak woman, are probably gonna be weak like down the road too. You know. I have a friend who's a Daryl lookalike. You know, he's like 55 years old. Did you know that? Kind of crazy. Me, how am I doing? Not too well. Had a bit of a fallout with some individuals. For the longest time, I've been getting complaints about other mod capability with the PZ mod. Really? What does that have to do with your fallout with the individuals? Did it have something to do with it? Oh, man. Don't sweat the small stuff, man. No reason to fall out over something like that. It's just a game. You know what I'm saying? Spoiler alert, I hated that Carol, the son, died, I think. But it's all been for... what it's all been for. The lessons he learned all for naught. Well, when I add one dependency for said mod compatibility, some people will just stop using my mod because we don't like dependencies. Ah, well, you know what, Night Skill? It's what mods are you? Are you the? I'm trying to think of what your mod. Is it the car? Is it the car mods that you were doing? There's a car mods and something else. I thought, like you were doing like Ravens Creek Police Department and that kind of stuff. I think. I'm personally glad you're streaming this Sunday. I enjoy the company as I work on my car. Very nice, Almighty Echo. Well, I try to stream at least one weekend day a week because I understand that a lot of people can't catch me on the weekdays because I'm on so early. And I guess for some people it would be late, but because for all my American friends that don't have like day phones, I try to do the weekends for that. Oh shit, I am. Can you guys hear me at least? Well, I'm guessing that is a wrap, y'all. Comcast hates me, apparently. You can hear me. Okay, so guys, I think I'm done here. My kilobytes are down to 24, 1600. It's dropping down to 0. Been on for an hour and a half. We were only going to do 30 more minutes anyway, so I mean, it just makes sense for us to just go ahead and just call it for the day. Y'all, I will be here tomorrow. Thank you so much for the super chats as well as the new follows, the subs. You guys are amazing. The sponsorships, it's amazing. It really is. After that, but I'm dropping, and my kilobytes per second are dropping. I'm